We have 154,400 people who will be infected due to a zombie apocalypse. 6 people are getting infected a day. How many days will it take for 154,400 people to get infected and turn into zombies? Using log to find out our answer. So that is our equation. So we're going to be using log. And how exactly we use log is we use the number of days. That's what we need to find out. Now, so far, we have 154, 400. That's how many people we have now, equals, because they're getting 6 people are getting infected in who knows how many days. So that's what we need to find out. So using log, this is how it's going to look like on our graphing calculator when we input it. First, we need to input log, and it's going to pop up, and it's going to pop up with a parentheses just like that. And then we need to input our first number, 154,400, and then we need to close our parentheses. Make sure your parentheses is closed. And then we have to press divide on our graphing calculator, and then that usually puts a line, but the line is usually this way on the graphing calculator. But for now, we're going to do it this way. Our next one is we have to press log again, and the parentheses is going to pop up again, and we need to put our next number, 6, because 6 people are getting infected a day, and don't forget to close those parentheses. And then it's going to equal how many days it's going to take for those many people to turn into zombies. So now I'm going to show you on my graphing calculator. So here's my graphing calculator. I'm going to press on, and there it is. So we have to press log button's right here. Log, see how it popped up right there? There we go. So now we need to put our first number, which is 154,400. We can't put the comma because then it's going to be a whole different decimal. So then we have to close our parentheses. Then we have to press log again. There's another log. We have to input our next number, which is 6. So 6. Don't forget to close those parentheses. Hold on. I made a mistake. See how I didn't press divide? So let me do that again. So log, once again, 154,400. Close the parentheses. Divided by, see how it pops up that way like I showed you guys? Now, log again, and then 6, close your parentheses, equals 6.66. So 6.66. Now, since it's a number like this, we have to round it. So it's going to take approximately 7 days for those many people to turn into zombies. Can you believe that? 7 days for a big old zombie apocalypse.
Alright, so Motrin. The active ingredient in 1 tablet of Motrin is ibuprofen. It has a half-life of 4 hours. If taken 4 tablets, 500 milligrams per tablet, how long until there's only 200 milligrams left in your body? We're gonna find out. Alright, so this is the equation. A equals 1600 times 1/2 t over 5. So, and then set it equal to 200 because 200 is the amount of milligrams when you come down. And then 1600, how I got that is 500 milligrams times 4 because 1 tablet would be 500 milligrams, and if you took 4, it would mean that you have taken 1600 milligrams. And then the half-life, I'll show you how to solve it. So here's your equation, and divide both sides by 1600, and then you'll get 1/8 equals 1/2, and then 1/5 exponent t, and then change those into decimals. So 1.25 equals 0.87055 t, and then you'll need to make those logs. So log 0.87055.125 is equal to t, and then you'll need to use the change of base formula, and then plug that into your calculator, and you'll get 14.99, and your answer will be 15 hours. So in the end, it'll take 15 hours for your body to have 200 milligrams of ibuprofen left from starting with 1600. Yeah.
So I got a Cold Stones credit card 3 years ago, and I had to pay 10% interest if I ever bought anything. I made one purchase. I paid $100 in 2013 for 4 ice cream cakes, and I had to pay 10% interest every month because I made a payment. I owe that much. We'll find out in a minute, because I did not pay for over 3 years. So, because I didn't know, the equation we'll be using is A equals P1 plus the rate, which is the 10% interest rate, but I have to make it in decimal, so it's 0.10 over 12, and then 12 because it was monthly and it was 36 months. So what I do with this one, I multiply it and it becomes 432 to 0.10 divided by 12, and I get 0.008333. And then I bring down my 1, and I bring down my 100 because my 100 is my starting number. And then 8 is what we're going to end up in the end. So, 1 plus that is 1.008333. And then we bring that down, we bring 100 down, and we type in this whole thing into our calculator. Now we get our graphing calculator and we type it in. So, that's what we get, 100. And then 1.008333, and then 432. Now to get the 432 up there, you have to press this little arrow right here, and then it square roots it up here. And that's how much I have to pay after 3 years, because I didn't pay $100. I have to pay $3,605.11 because I did not pay $100.
Kylie Jenner and Tyga. Okay, those are 2 celebrities for the day. So Kylie Jenner is 17 and Tyga is 25. And we want to know if they are in the category of love. So, too young or not? Let's see. So here would be our equation. D, the date, and then half the age plus 6. So we need to find out the inverse. Okay, so to find the inverse, you need to switch the A and the D, so I've done that here, and then subtract 6 from both sides. And once you do that, it would be A minus 6 is greater than 1/2 D. Then multiply both sides by 2 so you can cancel out the half. Then you'll get 2A minus 12 is greater than 1/2 D, and then you need to move the little greater sign over here, so, and then put the D over there too, so D is less than 2A minus 12, and that's your inverse equation. Easy? Easy peasy. So to find out if Kylie Jenner is old enough to date Tyga, you need to plug in his age in for A. So once you do that, D is less than 25, cut in half is 12.5 plus 6, 18.5. 18.5 is greater than 17, therefore she is not old enough to be dating him according to the heart chart. So to find out when she'll be eligible for him, you need to subtract 18.5 minus 17 is 1.5, double it, and that's like the cheat way that my teacher taught me. Okay. Then it'll be 3 years. So in 3 years, they will, be on the chart of love.
So here's our equation. So we're going to be using log to solve this. So this is what we're going to do first. We're going to change it into this. So log 510 equals x. That's how we're going to change it. And then we're going to put it like this because we need to put it in the calculator. So we're going to put log 5 over log 10. It's different in the calculator. So in the calculator, it's going to be like this. Log parentheses 5 divided by log parentheses 10. So I'll show you my graphing calculator. Right here, the log button is right here. Log, right there, parentheses pops up, and then 5. And then close your parentheses. And then divided by log, you have to press it again because it's log, and then 10, and then close your parentheses, and then you press enter, and that's your answer. 0.69 is your answer. So our next equation is log 620 minus log 6x equals log 62. So the first thing we do is we want to get rid of the logs. So we put the base of 6 because the base is 6. So we put the 6's down here to get rid of the logs. Now once we do that, we get rid of the logs and we're left with 20 over x, 20 over x equals 2. Bring the 2 down. And then we have to bring it over here down. 2 over 1 because there's nothing there, so 2 over 1. We cross multiply and then we get 2x equals 20 because 2x and then 20, times. And then we have to divide it by 2 because it's 2x. So when we divide 20 by 2, we get 20 divided by 2 equals 15. So our answer is 15. Pretty simple. So our next equation also has to do with logs since we're learning a lot about logs. So this is it. Log 5, 5 plus log 5, 4 plus 2 equals log 5x. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to minus 2 from both sides because we want to get rid of everything. So minus 2. And then we're also going to minus log 5x because we want to make it all together. So we're going to do that. So then it becomes log 5, 5 plus log 5, 4 minus log 5x equals negative 2. Now, why are these circles here? Because we want to get rid of the logs. So we're going to do the base of 5 down here, and get rid of those logs. Because we want 5, 4, x, and 2. So 5 times 4 over x equals negative 2. Now we want to get rid of this, and we want to get rid of this log that we had to drop down here. So again, base of 5, get rid of it. Get rid of. So, and then that becomes 5 to the 2, so 2 5 equals 25. And it's actually negative 25 because it's like negative 2. So 5 times 4 is 20 over x equals 1 over 25. So then we cross multiply. 20 times 25 is 100. 1x equals 500. That is your answer.
So, log power of 4 times 3x minus 4 equals 3. So, basically taking the log away and then bringing this down here. 3x minus 4 equals 4 to the third power. So you put that 4 there and then add 4 and you'll get 3x equals 68. Divide by 3, both sides, and you'll get x equals 22.66.
Oh. So our last equation is also log, and I don't know if it's only me, but I kind of actually like doing these log equations because I don't know, I find them easy and fun. So log, we want to get rid of the logs, so we have to put a base of 10 because if nothing's there, the base is 10. So moving on over here, we had to add the base of 10 to both sides, to the other side. So we get rid of the log, so this is what it becomes. 4x parentheses because look, 4x because we got rid of the log by log, and then x minus 1, and then 10 to the 2 because it's 10 to the 2 now. So 10 times 10 is 100, 10 to the 2. So and then it's because now we have to distribute to get rid of this. So 4x to the x, 4x to the 1. So that becomes 4x2 minus 4 equals 100 because we have to bring that 100 down. So minus 100 to both sides because we really want to get rid of that 100 and then equals 0. But it actually becomes a bigger number. 4x2 minus 4 minus 100 equals 0. Now how do we get rid of this? We all divide it by 4 and we get x2 minus x equals minus 25 equals 0 because 100 divided by 4 equals 25. Now what is the square root of 25? 5 times 5. So x minus 5, x plus 5. X minus 5 equals 0, x plus 5 equals 0. You minus because it's plus and you add because it's minus. Your answer is x equals 5 and x equals negative 5.